Hit that subscribe button, guys, for the latest in boxing. Now tell me everything. Him can't understand we now. So why ya do? Why did? Hashtag blue, yeah to Jesus. Promise this time me brethren. You know why me why. Hashtag bomb squad. Hashtag the realest champion in the business. So that is what Deontay Wilder had to say in response to Dillian Whyte. This was the first response he had to Dillian Whyte since Dillian Whyte called him out after he put Lucas Brown to sleep. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now. I don't understand one single... I didn't understand his tweet. But he put at Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte happens to be Jamaican. And this kind of sounded Jamaican. So I'm assuming this was Jamaican. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm right. And if this is Jamaican, and you happen to be a subscriber of mine, and you happen to be Jamaican, or from Jamaica, please let me know what the fuck Deontay Wilder just said. Because I'm not even going to attempt to act like I know what the fuck Deontay Wilder just said. Because I ain't Jamaican. And I don't understand what the hell he just said. With these, the way he spelled this. But I'm assuming this is a positive thing. I'm assuming this is a positive thing. And I'm assuming this is a way Deontay Wilder is calling out Dillian Whyte, because he's actually responding to him. Again, I don't know for sure because I didn't understand a word Wilder wrote there. But I'm assuming this is a, like I said, response to Dillian Whyte. Hopefully he gets hopefully he makes the fight happen. Because at the end of the day, Wilder's the champion. And he's going to make a big $4 million payday. Again, hopefully, even if Wilder doesn't want it, hopefully the WBC forces Deontay Wilder to fight him because, like I said, he's the #1 contender, right? So they could make him, they could be like, you don't fight Wilder, you don't fight Dillian Whyte, you get stripped. But then he'll fight him. But like I said, regardless, I just really want to see these two fight. For the simple fact that I feel very strongly on the fact that I believe that Wilder could defeat Dillian Whyte. So when I see, everyone saying, Dillian Whyte will destroy Wilder, because the thing is, I have a competition in me, guys. I have a competition. So when I'm like seeing boxing fans saying, I think this guy could beat this guy, I think this guy could beat that guy, and if I don't agree with those boxing fans, I want to see those motherfuckers fight, just so I could be like, man, I was right. You get what I'm saying? Because I have like a competition in me. It's in me. So that's how I feel with Dillian Whyte. A lot of people come to my channel telling me that Dillian Whyte will destroy Deontay Wilder. They tell me this a lot. And so it makes me feel like I feel that competition in me. And I'm like, I want to prove you wrong. And the only way I could prove you wrong and prove myself right is if Wilder gets in the ring with Dillian Whyte. And so I hope they fight. I think the build-up will be great because both of these guys are trash talkers. Both Wilder, Dillian Whyte are trash talkers. I think the build-up would be great. I think it'll be very entertaining. And like I said, I think it would also build up, and it would build up the AJ versus Joshua versus Wilder fight. Because again, if Wilder knocks out Whyte, and if he knocks him out in a better fashion, and in a faster fashion, like say he knocks him out in 2-3 rounds, that will make it even bigger because it's going to be like, oh shit, AJ took 7 rounds to stop Whyte. Wilder knocked him out cold in 3 rounds. That's going to hype up the fight even more. So it's going to be good for both of these fighters. And even for Whyte, let's say Wilder, I would consider it an upset, but let's say Dillian Whyte beats, dethrones Wilder. That's going to be great for him because then if he beats Deontay Wilder, now he's the WBC heavyweight champion, and then he could fight AJ for the rematch. And he's been saying he wants to get a title So that when he gets, I remember I read a piece of him a while ago. He was saying that he wants to fight Wilder. So if he beats Wilder, he'll fight Joshua in the rematch with a belt. Therefore, having a belt now, a world title belt. Therefore, he'll get, I guess, a higher percentage of the purse, rather than just fight, Joshua in a rematch, just being a contender, not being a champion. But like I said, I just don't think that he's going to be able to beat Deontay Wilder. Again, I feel that he will never be a champion. That's just my opinion. It's not a fact, but it's just my opinion. But like I said, we will never know if these guys never fight. That's why I want to see them fight. I want to see both Whyte and Deontay Wilder fight. Get in the ring. Hype this AJ versus Wilder fight even more. Make the rivalry even bigger. To me, it's all funny when I see like UK boxing fans and American boxing fans going at each other, because I'm not with any one of these groups. I'm no patriotic American boxing fan, and I'm also no UK boxing kissing boxing fan ass kisser. I'm just a fan of the sport of boxing, a hardcore fan of the sport of boxing. I don't care if the guy's from this place. I don't care if he's from that place. It doesn't matter to me. To me, it's all about entertaining, watching entertaining fights and entertaining my subscribers, trying to make them laugh. Some of my favorite fighters aren't even American. They're not from where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Lennox Lewis was one of my favorite fighters. He was from the UK. Manny Pacquiao was one of my favorite fighters. He's from the Philippines. You know what I'm saying? But of course, I'm not just saying I just like, fighters from other countries. I also like fighters from my country. Like Mike Tyson, one of my favorite fighters. Roy Jones Jr. in his prime, one of my favorite fighters. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Terence Crawford is one of my favorite fighters. The point is, it doesn't matter where you're from. I'm just a fan of a fighter. I don't care where they're from. But unfortunately, that's why I kind of laugh when I see these 100% I'm only UK or 100% I'm only American boxing fans. So a lot of times I like to troll them, and I like to act like I am only for this guy or I'm only for that guy. But if you guys have been watching me long enough, you guys will know that I'm no fanboy of no fighter. I just feel like I need to defend the fighter in a certain time, and I need to critique a fighter in a certain time. For the longest time, I was criticizing Deontay Wilder. Anyone who's been subscribed to me for a long time will know that. But I feel like there's no need for me to criticize Deontay Wilder this time. So that's why I've been talking about the good qualities of him. But if Wilder were to duck Dillian Whyte, I would clown Wilder again. But there's no signs of that happening as of yet. So yeah, I just hope these two fight. And I hope that this is a way of Wilder calling out Dillian Whyte. I hope it might be the start. It might be the start of a big fight. Anyway, guys,